Hola, all signs. Sorry for the delay. This is your reading for all signs for the period of December 6th until December 15th. So let's get to it. Okay, so Capricorn, what I see for you guys is the Two of Cups. So you're going to be connecting with somebody on a level like no other, opening your hearts up to each other. This does not necessarily have to be a love partnership, although the tendency is to assume that, okay? It's just a relationship that is harmonious. Could be a colleague, could be a friend. You two are deeply committed to each other. Could even be a business partnership of sorts for this week. And you have a connection with this person like no other, like I said, an energy cord to them. Sometimes it's a twin flame connection. Sometimes it's a soulmate connection. So however that resonates for you, that is what's going on for this week. Aquarius, you guys have the Eight of Swords in the upright. So you feel restricted. You feel no matter which way you go, there's going to be consequences for this, and you can't seem to get out of your situation. The Eight of Swords is usually something that's self-imposed. It's usually in your head. So it's really you feeling that you're something, but not the reality, and you have the free will to get out of it. So you could be stuck in a relationship. You could be stuck in a contract. You could be stuck in a job, but you're not exercising your free will to kind of get out of it. The Eight of Swords also talks about tending to fall into the same sorts of situations, getting stuck in the same sorts of situations, the same types of situations, because of your thought process or because of your behavior. So just be careful of that this week. Next, we move on to Pisces. Pisces, you guys have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Be a little careful of your money when the King of Pentacles shows up. Be a little careful of others trying to swindle you or trick you out of your money. Be careful of gambling. Be careful of overspending. The King of Pentacles in reverse is very much about that, okay? So make sure you double check your finances over and over again. You know, consider anybody who wants to part you from your money, just be wary, make sure you check them out. Also, it could just be some of you are just working too hard this week, okay? Because the King of Pentacles is about just being a workaholic, being all into, you know, material possessions, or, you know, everything that has to do with finances and practical things, okay? So that's what I see for you guys this week. We move on to Aries. Aries, you guys have the Page of Wands in reverse. So the Page of Wands is first of all, you're not having communications with somebody. This can go one way or the other. You're either somebody's refusing to listen, or you're refusing to listen, or somebody's refusing to communicate, or you're refusing to communicate. And when it's the Page of Wands, it's usually for immature reasons. Either someone's being stubborn, or somebody just wants to be mean. So I hope that's not you, and I hope it's not the other person either. It can also be having a project that didn't work out, okay? The Page of Wands can be a failed project. And it failed because of your lack of approach, or you didn't look at the details that you should have, or just you lost eagerness. It seemed like it was really great when it started out, and then as a result, what happened is it just kind of like fell apart, okay? Next, we move to the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is for who is, oh no, we skipped Taurus. You guys have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So you guys this week are coming out of some sort of hardship. It could be an emotional hardship. It could be you just went through something that really was a struggle. And the Five of Pentacles indicates the end to this difficult time. You're actually kind of getting your confidence back. You're feeling good about yourself. But another thing you're doing is you're actually looking at, you learned something from the situation. You learned something personally about yourself. Usually it has to do with looking at your values, re-examining your values, and learning something about your personal self because of the struggle that you went through. For others of you, you might not be getting something that is owed to you. So somebody may not be paying you what is due to you. This is usually a partner or an ex or what have you, and you're not getting what's owed to you, whether it's financial or whether it's emotional or what have you, okay? Now we move on to Gemini. Gemini, you guys have the Four of Pentacles. You all are kind of about really kind of holding on to your money that you've gotten from working very hard. It's providing you with some kind of a feeling of control, a security, a stability. Some of you might be being a little bit overly possessive when it comes to this, so just be careful about that. You guys aren't being really spendy this week. You're kind of making sure that your purchases are very conservative. It's stuff that's needed. Like I said, just not being spendy, being very careful with your finances and holding on to every penny you have, okay? Cancer, you guys have the Death card in reverse. That's the card of Scorpio. For those of you if that resonates, you guys are holding on to something that is not good for you, okay? It's not healthy. It's not serving you well to continue holding on to it. You're really reluctant to let go of this. You may not be accepting a situation and moving on from it, and it's actually causing stagnation. Okay, you should realize that whatever this was, it's over, it's done. You can't go back to it. When the Death card shows up in reverse, you cannot go back to it. It's done, it's happened. Okay, but it's your reluctancy and you continuing to cling on to it that kind of leaves you stuck. So once you kind of realize that, you know, there's no going back to this situation, no matter how hard you hold on to it and how unhealthy it is, you'll be able to move on from this. Next, we move on to Leo. Leo, I'm worried about you guys in the finance department also, because we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And this can be about doing something foolish in regards to money. It can be money envy. You're envious of somebody else's money, but it's about financial dependence, okay? So you guys might have gotten a little spendy also. Maybe bought purchases that you shouldn't have, or done something foolish in regards to money, and now you're realizing you shouldn't have done so, okay? So definitely be careful, the financial department for this week for you guys, especially holidays are coming up. I know we get a little bit spendy. Next, we move on to, who's this? This is Virgo. Virgo, you guys have the Ten of Cups. So problems at home, arguments, possibly a possible breakup of a marriage, a breakup of a relationship. This is also a card of somebody is not spending time with the family, so the family is feeling neglected. So that could be you, or it could be the other person. For some of you, you could have had somebody leave the home, like a child, or you left someplace, and not you, and you're feeling very, like the home is very empty because somebody has left. And then finally, the Ten of Cups just talks about somebody that you have misaligned values with, and things aren't working out. And it usually has to do with family, it has to do with home life, things like that, okay? Libra, you guys have the Nine of Cups. Yay, this is a really good card. So you guys are experiencing this week fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. You're very content. You're very happy. It's extreme happiness. You have wishes coming true. You're experiencing good health. In the career department, you're having abundance. Plans are starting to be realized, and you're starting to have success. So this is a very good week for you guys. Ace of Wands we have in reversed for Scorpio. Okay, something did not get off the ground. It could have been something you were very excited about, could have been a romance, a job, a project, something that you were excited about, but something did not happen. The Ace of Wands is about a false start. It's about rejection. It's about a delay to a new wonderful idea you have. And as a result, this week you might be feeling unmotivated, uninspired, lacking energy, kind of like the why bother thing. Okay, some of you might also be a little bit impatient, wanting to kind of get this project off the ground and waiting on that happening. And then finally we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you guys have the King of Cups in the upright. Okay, so you guys are actually working on your emotions this week, kind of getting things together, trying to be in control of your emotions, trying to be empathetic, an ideal partner. You're trying to, prior to, if you just reacted very much like a loose cannon or emotionally, or you would blow up, you're really working on that this week, okay? You're thinking very calmly in regards to whatever the issue is, okay? And you're working on really being a good person, I feel like. Now, if we're talking about career here, you guys need to be more responsible with your finances. Not career, but if we're talking about finance, make sure you guys are being more responsible with finances. That seems to be a common theme here with this reading, okay? For some of you, the King of Cups shows a mediator, so you might require a mediator to come into a situation for some reason, or you might end up becoming the mediator in a situation. And then finally, for some of you, you actually might end up meeting somebody who is, for you females out there, someone who is a great father, someone who is an ideal partner, somebody who is very emotionally mature, okay? So that's what I have for you guys. If any of this resonates, consider a personal reading. My email is probably on this page, wherever you're seeing it. Otherwise, adios from Veronica Garnett. Have a good week. Bye, guys.